Hey guys, welcome back to the lid shop and welcome back to part 2 of rebuilding a very rare R33 4-door Skyline. Today we're going to do the engine bay, and yes, there is more rust in the car because it's a Nissan from the 90s, so there is more rust, but we're going to focus on the engine bay, and I hope that today we can cut out most of the rust and begin welding. You see that the top heads on the strut towers are completely rusted out, so we need to replace the whole piece over here. And yeah, Jimmy Oaks is currently rebuilding his R34. And he's going to do it the right way. He has new strut towers that he's going to replace, and that's actually the right way to do it. But we don't have that money, so we're going to do it the best way possible without changing the whole strut tower. And that's just cutting it out, making a new thick, good piece of metal, welding it in there and sealing it all up so it looks good.
Also,
what?
This is 2-layer steel, maybe even 3. We're gonna make it 1 layer, right?
The problem with Nissans from this era, from the 90s, you got multiple layers of metal laying on top of each other and just pinch weld it together with some seam sealer. But in this era of Nissan, and the same problem goes with R34.
MX-5s also have it.
MX-5 also, there's not enough seam sealer. So that's why it's all gonna rust. And if we eliminate the layers, it cannot rust in between the layers. So we're gonna pick a thick piece of metal that's as thick as the 3 layers that are on here. And we're just gonna weld it in, make it smooth so it looks better, because then we don't have the weird shape over here. I think we're just gonna make it pretty smooth, and it's just one big plate sitting in here. Nice and smooth and really strong, no layers, no rust. Seal it up, should be good. So that's where we're gonna start. We're gonna start cutting, and then we're gonna start measuring the plate, and then we're gonna weld, and then it's fixed.
Kinda.
Good plan?
Good plan.
Let's get to work?
Sure.
Let's get to work. Fixed.
You've gone into the wrong line of work. You should have been blacksmith.
Here's the rust you ordered.
Well, thank you, sir.
You're welcome. So, we cut out quite a bit, and I'm just trying to figure out.
What do you have in your
Don't
hands?
look at my balls. I don't know why there are so many different layers and points to weld and overlay, and it's just stupid. So I think I'm gonna cut this one. Just that little piece is gonna go, and then the big plate is going from here to there, from here to there. And on the underside we're gonna weld these onto the plate itself. And then it should all be fine, but yeah, it's way more rust than we thought. And that's actually always the case, so I don't know why we don't anticipate on that beforehand, but fine. It is what it is, it's really rusty. It's gonna take more time than we thought. So I'm just gonna get more comfort food and get myself mentally ready to cut some more.
Also, the Skyline is not gonna be done for the vacation to Croatia. I don't want to rush it, I want to do it right the first time, so we're going to slowly keep working on that. But the BMW and the Lexus are going to Croatia, so I already prepared it with a nice roof box. So yeah, just a little update. No Skyline and S13 to Croatia, but still a trip worth watching, so subscribe.
All the rust is gone and we made a new plate to weld into it, and then it should all be strong enough because it's really thick. Now we just need to weld it in, and I think we're going to use the YouTube trick, so let's just... That doesn't work. Why does it always work?
We're Dutch.
Don't mind me.
Oh!
With Americans.
What are you doing?
It's a Ninja Turbo.
Yeah.
I'm gonna sleep in my car. I'm hopeless.
Okay, so yeah, the trick didn't work. I think we just need to weld it in completely and put in the effort.
Maybe with that side it'll work.
Probably not.
Let me throw some cheese balls on it. Now it should definitely work.
Yeah, but no, it's still...
Yeah, because cheese balls are pretty American.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's why we bought them. Sadly, the throwing on trick and hoping that it would be fixed in a second didn't work, so we need to weld it in, and it's gonna be quite some work. So let's just go ahead and do that, I guess. Sounds like a plan?
Yeah.
Shut up.
After some bending and grinding, I got the plate to fit, and I think it's gonna look pretty nice. And yes, it doesn't fit right here for the moment, but I'm just gonna start welding this seam, start welding a few places on this seam. I'm gonna weld some spots on this seam, and I'm gonna weld it there. Then we're gonna tap that in so it folds in a little bit on a nice radius, because if I'm gonna bend it in the vise, it's gonna be a pretty tight bend, and you're gonna see that it's not gonna look pretty. So I think that's what we're gonna do. Just start welding it on the places that it's already fitting, and then tap it down on this spot. And I think that's gonna look way better than the OEM plate that is on there, the layer system with the weird waves. Just doesn't look good. And we're going for a show car ish OEM plus. So
Usable show car.
Usable show car. So I think this is going to look way better. And then when it's all welded, we're going to grind down all the welds so it's nice and smooth. And I think we're only going to need to seam seal this seam here and this seam here. And I think that's going to look pretty OEM, pretty nice and pretty smooth. So I'm going to start welding and hope that I can tap this down and make it look good, but it should be fine.
I'm making moves. Watch me. Watch me. I'm making moves. Watch me. Watch me. Yeah, I'm running loose. Watch me. Watch me. Yeah, I keep making those moves. Watch me. Watch me. Yeah, I'm making moves, making moves, making moves. I'm making moves, making moves, making moves.
We're taking a little break on the Skyline because we got a little side quest to do. We are currently at the point of picking up a roof box and roof racks for the Lexus, so we can take more stuff to Croatia, because otherwise it's not going to fit in the car itself. So we are going on a side quest and we're going to pick that up now. And if you're only here for Skyline content, you can skip to this time, and otherwise we're taking you guys along on picking up the roof box and roof racks for the Lexus so we can match, because we're both going to paint them in the same color as the car, so we're going to match with painted roof box. Yeah. Let's go. We were in a bit of a hurry, so I forgot to film anything, but the roof box is in the back and we got the roof rails.
Yep.
But we were on our way home and I just stopped the bus and reversed a little bit, because look at what we found. Hey, you just go film it. Real quick.
I feel like a car spotter now. Oh, this is so fucking cool. Run away! Its fitment is a bit whack, but
We need to go. You cannot just walk on so much property and film his car.
Of course I can.
You can.
He's not at home. That's not a car that drives.
know that. But it was really cool. So now we're on a way back home. And we're gonna eat some pizza. We're gonna unload my roof box. And then we're gonna work on the Skyline a little more. And
Put the roof box on the Lexus.
no, we're not gonna do that yet. Well, maybe test fit. We're gonna test fit it, but make sure to subscribe and stay tuned because I think the next episode is gonna be painting the roof box, final installment, and then we got the 2 dailies that are going to Croatia with roof boxes in the color of the car itself. So I think that's gonna look really cool. Stay tuned. Make sure to subscribe. Now let's get back home, get some pizza, and test fit. We're back, we had some pizza and now it's time to see if the roof rack fits on the Lexus. So just take it out the van. Thank you. Now let's see if they fit. Let's see if they fit. They should fit, they're universal. Should definitely fit. They'll fit.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, that'll definitely fit.
Oh, look at that.
But I do hate how high they are.
They're not that high. Mine are higher, I think.
Dude, that fitment, bro.
Mine are higher.
Yeah, but I don't care. They need to go lower. That's way too high.
All his cars are high as fuck, but still his fucking roof barrier.
I need to get it from somewhere. And let's not forget the box itself. It's not a coffin, it's a roof box. We got the roof racks loosely on, so now we're gonna test fit the roof box itself on the new roof racks, where I'm gonna put you guys. Using the S13 as a camera stand.
Ja, kan die antenne komt tegenaan.
It do need to go way lower though. This is way too high. It needs to touch the roof.
No, it does not.
But that does look really cool. It needs to go way lower. I know I don't have my cars very low, but this needs to go lower. I need to make up for it, you know? So this needs to drop like
You're a mess of it.
almost everything. It's a whole fist, bro.
No, it's not.
It's a whole fist. It's way too much. It needs to drop, so I'm gonna cut the stands.
It's a whole fist.
Yeah, I don't
It
care
needs to
about that.
drop.
No, yeah, sure. Roof box is back in the van because we're gonna do that in the next episode. Now it's time to go back to the Skyline.
I'm making moves. Hey, hey, watch me. Hey, hey, watch me. Hey, hey. I'm making moves. Hey, hey, watch me. Hey, hey, watch me. Hey, hey. Yeah, I'm running loose. Hey, I'm running. Watch me. Hey, I'm running. Watch me. Hey, oh, yeah, I keep making those moves, moves. Watch me. Hey, hey, watch me. Hey, hey. Yeah, I'm making moves, making moves, making moves. I'm making moves, making moves, making moves.
The top of the first strut tower is done. The piece is welded in and it's all ground down, so no welds are visible and it's all nice and smooth as you just saw. We also sprayed some rust neutralizer spray in here because we are not going to take off the whole strut tower. We are just going to fix the rust that was on the top. We do know because it's a Nissan, it does have rust in this seam and we could look into it. It's not that bad, it was just the same as here and it's also not that bad. So rust neutralizing spray should fix that for a year or 10. Maybe then it's gonna rust again, but that should be fine. Just a disclaimer, this car is forever, so if ever there's more rust coming through in the future, hopefully in maybe 10 years, I am at some point probably gonna have to replace the entire strut tower. But so be it, this car is never going anywhere. That's what they all say. Shut up. Okay, let's see if this sucker comes off. All the rust is flying everywhere, dude. It's raining rust. Hallelujah, it's raining rust. Oh God.
Nissan. Fucking mint.
Fucking mint. No, that's really bad. Look at all that rust. And this is exactly what I mean. This looks totally fine. Even when you take off the paint, it looks totally fine. And then you look on the underside.
More rust.
And it's really rusty already. It's not just surface rust, it's the layers of metal that are coming off. So this is in a stage of rotting just like that. And it does look fine. So that's the danger. Don't overlap. Did it just die? Oh. Yeah, I think we're done. Oh! Oh, it's going! Oh, yeah, it's alive. No.
I think I'm gonna open this bad boy up, see what's going on inside, because I think
It's dead.
there's just something loose in there.
Yeah, but it's old. It's older than us.
Yeah, but
It has served us really well.
maybe we can give it a little more time.
Next time, and is the angle grinder gonna work or not? Job tries to fix the angle grinder. Richard is looking at new ones. Tune in next week to find out. It's dead, isn't it?
The
brush is
the brushes are done, yep.
Yeah. R.I.P. angle grinder. It's lived a good life. It served us well for 23 years. It's almost as old as me.
Yep.
And it did a lot of work. Like a lot of work.
More work than all 4 of your Bosch ones combined.
You fixed so many cars, my friend. I'm really gonna miss you. You did me good. R.I.P.
My shoes look like this, so my angle grinder can look like this.
Well, that's a bummer. The angle grinder is done, but we just wanted to clean it up and make the new template. So the next time we can fix that and start on all the small spots on the strut towers. And I hope that next weekend, well, next weekend is going to be also the roof box episode, but in between we're also going to do that. So make sure to tune in. I'm going to fix the strut towers and we're hopefully going to have a new angle grinder because without angle grinder we cannot do any work
I
here.
still have a working angle grinder.
Yeah, he still has a working one, so we can use that one, but I still need a new one because I've been using this one again for multiple years because in between 4 Bosch angle grinders have died. 4 new ones, 70 bucks a pop, and they all died within weeks. And this one has lived 23 fucking years and it just died. And it still tried. It tried to do the last job it wanted to do, but it couldn't. So R.I.P. angle grinder. This is going to be the end of the video because we are too devastated to go on.
The death of this angle grinder is gonna give the Skyline life.
On that beautiful quote, we're going to end the video. Make sure to like, subscribe down below, and we'll see you guys at the next one. Because we are going to keep the little dimples in here for just structural rigidity. We're going to keep... We're back. We had some pizza. Now it's time... What?
Ik ga erin zitten, doe jij de deur open, dan geef ik ze aan.
So the first top of the first... The top of the first...